Mel and my mate that I played golf with, Mark, said to me when I walked in, "Why do I look so relaxed and JP looks so stressed?" And I said the answer to that is very simple. All my responsibilities have now shifted to JP. Good afternoon, everybody. A very warm welcome and sincere thank you for being with us tonight. It's great to see a turnout like this for a Monday. It's a work day for most, so I believe that only 2% of people in the world get married on a Monday. So you're part of the 2% club. So, look, there's going to be a lot of thank yous later, but I need to make a very heartfelt thank you to our very special friends and family that have travelled all the way from South Africa, and a lot of people from interstate, and really you're extremely special to us. You've made that day that much more special for JP and Eryn, and of course our respective families. So guys, thank you very, very much for that. I've also promised my brand new friends from Inverell that I make a very special mention to you guys. I've had the pleasure of meeting many people that I hadn't known prior to this wedding. And for the people that haven't met me, I'm Dave, and I have the immense honour of being Eryn's father. It all started approximately 3.5 years ago when Eryn came home the one day and she said to us, "I've met this amazing South African guy. He's good looking, his name's JP. He's just the most incredible person. He's handsome, he's got a great sense of humour." And knowing Eryn once or twice has not let the truth get in the way of a good story, we thought we'll wait and see for ourselves. So we said, "Eryn, so what does the JP stand for?" And she said, "I don't know, I've only met him once." So we said, "Okay, we'll forgive you, you've met him once." So we said, "What is his surname?" And she said, "It's the Jagger," she thinks. So Hilary and myself looked at each other and we said, "Well, look, either he's a descendant of the Rolling Stones, but being from South Africa, he's probably Diaga." So Eryn looked at us and started laughing and said, "Don't be ridiculous." So it was at that point that we realised that Eryn was actually more Aussie than South African, because we all know that it's Jean-Pierre Diaga. So anyway, JP, obviously we go back 3 years. It's been an incredible experience knowing you. We first met JP and we had the pleasure that he turned out to be every bit as good as what Eryn had said and more. Very comforting for Hilary and myself is the fact that JP hasn't changed in those 3 years. There's very few people that you meet that don't change over a space of time and trying to impress you. JP hasn't changed. JP is still the person he was the day we met him, and we're very comforted by that thought. Sure. So, JP, you've got your best man to talk about you, but on behalf of Hilary and myself, we want to welcome you to our family. You're very special to us. We love you, and it's safe to say that you have 3 more people in the world that love you. Sure, sorry, just composing myself quickly. So the main purpose of this speech is that I talk about the bond between Eryn and myself. To do that, and now it's going to make me emotional again. Comes down through. So it goes back to where Eryn was born, and her father, her biological father, Gavin, who would be extremely proud of you today. I just want to tell you that he would be proud, and it's not because it's your wedding day, but it's because she's so special and he's such a special person. Anyway, so let's get ourselves together and there were, watching Eryn grow up, there's been so many cherished moments that as a family we've shared together. Watching Eryn sort of achieve the things she's achieved in her life, we've been extremely proud of her on many occasions. One more recently that stands out is she did a diploma in nursing. She realized that she would need a degree to get where she wanted to go in nursing. She went back, she did that degree, and we're extremely proud of that. She's got so many endearing traits. One that stands out for me is the fact that she's just so fond of old people. She is. And probably why she gets on so well with her mother. But seriously, she really has got a strong bond with the elderly, and it's probably a perfect segue into a few very special acknowledgements of people that are no longer with us, but made a great deal of difference in Eryn's life. First and foremost, Granny Sheila and Grandpa Donald, who Eryn spent countless hours there when she was young, and probably the primary reason why Eryn actually has got such a fondness of the elderly. Later on, Hillary's mother, Granny Les, and then later on, my mother, Granny Joy. Her only surviving grandparent is my dad. Sure, I should actually get my brother to read this because he has asked me to read a message for Eryn today. Maybe I'll ask Eddie to read it. No, I'll read it. I'm good. I'll read it. To my dearest Eryn, did you know that the average lifetime is only 80 summers? I've been privileged to have 86 of them. I remember some of them with vivid clarity, like my little granddaughter holding my hand, like my little granddaughter looking at me adoringly, like my beautiful granddaughter writing me the most wonderful letters to a doting grandfather. I love you, beautiful Eryn. I'll never forget you waiting outside Granny and my bedroom before our dawn safaris, walk at Sabula. Also difficult to forget the very dry sandwiches you made the day before, along with the homemade orange drinks which I had to get down, sometimes with a hangover. The walks down to the dam in the forest, your little hand in mine, happily walking with the early sun coming up over Zabula. Who could wish for more sublime moments? Watching you grow from a little girl to a beautiful woman has been a magical experience for me. And now reaching new heights with your marriage to Jean-Pierre, who I've never had the pleasure of meeting, but I just know my instincts tell me he's a great guy. Congratulations to you both. Eryn, we've had such special adventures together and moments that I'll never forget. What more could a grandfather ask for? You're a credit to Mom and Dad. Enjoy this special day and make the most of your summers. You don't get many of them in your lifetime. Love, Gramps. So, the unsung hero of this speech is my darling wife and Hillary's mother, who is Eryn was born prematurely, and from the day Eryn was born to today, Hillary has been Eryn's rock through really difficult times, and their bond is truly unbreakable. They say that a daughter is really just a little girl that grows up to be their mother's best friend, and that's truly the case with Hillary. And I want to say to JP that, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I know that Eryn will be an amazing wife because Hillary is too. I want to take the opportunity to thank Eryn and Hillary for allowing me to take this journey with you. It's been a privilege. I want to say to Eryn, you've just grown up to be such an accomplished, wonderful, caring person. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so exceptionally proud you're my daughter. So, tradition has it that I'm supposed to add a few words of wisdom from my life experience. JP, buckle up. I'll give you three little bits of advice because we don't have enough time for any more. First and foremost, the apple has not fallen far from the tree. Point number one, if you're feeling sick, you've injured yourself at work, and you're looking for a bit of sympathy, save yourself a lot of time and heartache and phone your mom. Number two. No, this one. Your mum. Number two, JP, is that if you forget this wedding anniversary, this happened to me very recently. I swear it's not worth it. The only benefit you're going to derive is you'll never forget it again. So, number three, if Eryn presents you with a budget, okay, whether it's a holiday budget, a household budget, anything containing arithmetic, double check it. Because I swear you'll be bankrupt if you don't. So, but seriously, I thought about this long and hard, and I really wasn't sure what to say, because it doesn't matter where you look, there's advice on marriage, there's books, there's things online. And the reality is that, it's not a bed of roses all the time. And I guess three practical points from me would be, first and foremost, you guys agreed to get married, you agreed to a partnership, and a partnership is give and take. And as soon as somebody's doing all the giving and the other person's doing all the taking, you've got a problem. So you need to address that straight up. When you get married, you've got to, you got to commit to the give and take. The second thing I'd say, you both were individuals before you met. You both had interests, you both had hobbies, you both had friends. And a lot of those, since you've met, have become mutual friends, mutual hobbies, mutual interests. And that's great. That's the best way to do it. But there's always going to be times that you don't have mutual friends, interests, and hobbies. You have to give yourself the space to enjoy those. And again, it's just not taking advantage. The last point I'd make is that it wasn't an issue when we got married, because that was when Noah was a child. But the reality is that telephones have become an issue. So when you get home, switch your phones off for an hour or two. Pour yourselves a glass of wine. Go sit on the patio and have a chat, because communication is arguably the most important part of a relationship. Phones are quite ironical in the sense that they connect you with everybody on the outside, but they simultaneously cut you off from everybody on the inside. And they're the important people. Give yourselves time away from your telephones. In closing, I want to really just say to Eryn, I've now handed the reins over to a very capable JP. I just want to tell you that we will always love you, we're always there for you, and we'll always be proud of you. So could I ask everyone to stand so we can raise a toast, please, to Eryn and JP. To Eryn and JP, may your lives be filled with happiness, love, and many shared experiences. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you.